in a small town down in Arkansas, where the river flows, there's a man with a passion that everybody knows.
Howdy, howdy everybody. Welcome to HTZDC, coming at you from the patio. And it is Friday. It is Apostas. We have finally made it. And we have this good looking thing over here with a tail wagging. That is Miss Abby. She is to my left, and we are ready to get at it on this end. Hope everybody has got big plans for this weekend. I am looking forward to tomorrow. Me and brother Dwayne are gonna hit the knife trails tomorrow. We are going to Shreveport, actually Bossier City, Louisiana, which is basically a suburb. They're side by side to Shreveport, which most of you have heard of. That is about a 2-hour poke for me and Dwayne down to Shreveport. But they have a gun and knife show there tomorrow, and neither one of us has ever been to this show. I don't believe Dwayne told me he's ever been to this one either. So this is going to be a wild card. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. No idea if it's going to be good. Fingers crossed that it will be. We're coming off our last one we went to was probably our poorest selection-wise that we've been to this year. But even then, if you guys remember back, that was the one where Dwayne got the rifle. He met the guy at the door and got a jam up deal on a rifle, and I was able to find the old buckanoo, as I'm calling it, the buck 532, one I had been chasing for a while. Anyway, the selection wasn't there, but we both got a couple of bangers. So we made a day even out of the worst one yet. So we're hoping for more selection out of Shreveport. But anyway, that is tomorrow morning. I'm sure we'll do a before and an after haul video like we always do for you guys. So keep your fingers crossed for us. We find some good goodies tomorrow. Today, going to keep this one short because both of these knives I'm going to show you are knives that have been done on YouTube 3,423 million times. So there is nothing more I can say about the knives themselves outside of the reason they've been showed 3,427 million times is because, yeah, they're awesome. And you probably know what manufacturer. Think real hard what manufacturer I'm talking about. You've already seen the thumbnail. They're bucks. They're my most two recent bucks to my collection. And folks, we show bucks on this channel. This is a buck fan show. I don't dance around it. I make no bones about it. I like buck knives and I cannot lie. So there will be a spattering of buck knives on my channel. Most of you guys that are long-time on-screen friends already know that, and you're A-okay with it. But these are the two that I have just recently got. And we got the old OG sheath and everything with this one. Got the old buck script writing. Sheath is in like perfect condition. I believe, folks, this was a brand new knife that has just been in this sheath. It was severely tarnished. The main problem, before I drop, the main problem would be dropping it too. The main problem I had with this is it had like no detent. I don't know if the detent has just got gummed up from sitting there so long, but this is one I probably should have done one of those little HT before and afters. But I didn't. I just went ahead and cleaned it up. And you're probably going to say now it looks brand new because it cleaned up very well. All I can tell you is I promise you it did not look like this. And when I'm talking about detent before, any of you guys that don't know what detent is, what the heck is that? It didn't have any detent. What is that, HT? Well, I'll show you what detent is. Detent is the thing that closes your knife. And typically on knives at about 30% closed before being fully closed, and about the 30% mark, somewhere right in here, that's that spring. Okay, I'm closing, my blade is closing. It sucks it in. And I'll just show it to you, easier I can tell you. I'm closing, boom, I'm sucked in. Show it to you one more time. This is what detent is. I'm closing, and this is what I'm talking about, 30%. When you get, here's 100% open, half stop would be 50, 25 would be about there. So somewhere right in here, 25, 30%, and that is where detent takes over. No detent yet. I'm probably at, what is that, 35 or 40, and boom. Well, when I got this knife, it was not doing nothing. I could push it, and it would just, there was no detent. So we had to do a lot of mineral oil soaking. We soaked it in Evaporust, and lo and behold, she shined up brand new, and we have detent. And if I hadn't mentioned, this is vintage. This is a 1996, and I know that word here, we're gonna get that out in the open too. Vintage. Vintage means different things to different folks. On this channel, by definition, what HT is going by when you hear me say the word a vintage knife, that is 25 years or older, 25 years old or older. Some people say it's 40. Some people say it's not vintage till it's 50 years old or older. That's okay. Everything, I think technically speaking, when I've looked it up in like knife books, vintage is 25 years old or older. You want to argue with me, you want to prove your point that you're right and I'm wrong down in the comments, I'm all for it. Keep it respectful. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But on this channel, until proven wrong, HT's definition of vintage is a 25-year-old or older knife, and 96 qualifies. So yeah, and I think you guys tell me this, that's, you know, does that look vintage? Does that look, what is 96? Oh my God, my math, what would that be, 27 years old? Is that right? I'm probably looking like an idiot right now. 2024, 2000 would be 24 years, and then 6 off that, 28. Like, yeah, I said 27, 27, 28, something like that, depending on when this actually came out, what time of the year, but it's older than 25. So we are calling it a nice vintage buck 112, and like I say, she has all the meat, nice clip point. I honestly think it has just been sitting on a shelf or somebody's drawer for 27, 28 years. But we found this, and I will go ahead and tell you what I paid for it. The guy had $50 on this. He had a $50 sticker on this, which for, in this shape, as you guys are seeing it, if it looked like it does now, I'd have gave the guy $50 for a, you know, 27. I'm a buck 112 fanatic anyway, and if it looked like that, no problem. I'd have gave him the $50, no problem. It did not look like this, and it had, like I said, it had no detent whatsoever. We got him down to half price. For $25, I figured I can take it home, and I believe I can straighten out that detent, which we have. Now we have a knife that looks like almost new, $25 vintage 112. Next, moving on, and this one's kind of funny because it came in this nice, what is this, Davy Crockett, what is this? Boone and Crockett Club 10. I have looked this up, And this is a collector tin edition that was from Dick's Sporting Goods. I think this is a 2016 model, if I'm not mistaken. Limited edition, little collector's tin that Dick's Sporting Goods ran for $1.110. Well, guess what? And I knew this when I bought it because I seen the knife in it. This was a lady off of eBay selling this, and it is not the knife for the tin, but I didn't care. The price was right. We'll get into the price. And honestly, it's a good looking tin. I will probably ship a knife out. I will use this for shipping, and somebody will get a nice, pretty custom Boone & Crockett tin the next time they horse trade or something with HT or down the road. But I knew it wasn't the Boone & Crockett edition, because right there on that blade, which we'll show it later, it says Southern Star, which is an advertising. This was probably another service award, just like that previous one. That Buck 112 had Vastar on it, which is an oil and gas company. A lot of bucks are given as service awards, stuff like that. Milestones, you've been there 15 years, 20-year achievement award. Buck knives are, which is a testament, really, that's pretty cool. But a lot of buck knives are given like that. And this one was by some company named Southern Star. And of course, it's got the whole little, everything in here with a 10 would be correct. But this ain't a 2016 Boone & Crockett knife. This is a Southern Star Buck 110. If I can get it out of this tin now without getting cut, would be lovely. And here we go. Like I say, Southern Star, and I looked that up. I forget who these people are, what this company is. If you guys are familiar with Southern Star, drop it in the comments. I don't care. I can polish that off. It's etching. If I wanted to, on one good polishing, I could go take the mother's paste and get it gone, but it don't bother me. As it fades off through polishing and cleaning, it goes away. Winter, chicken dinner. But anyway, this one is a 2004, so this is not yet, by HT definition, 25 years old. This is 20 years old. 2004, we're in 2024. So not quite vintage, but I got this for, I got it for $20 on eBay in this tin. You know, this is everything I got for 20 bucks for the knife, but with tax and shipping, it came out to like just under 30 bucks, 29.90 something. And all it needed was a little polishing. Again, never been used. Original blade. It is brand new. Somebody, like I said, probably got this for a service award or a safety award or something from their company, and there it's at. So we did a little polishing up. Everything is back shiny, which this one didn't need a whole lot. I didn't do some miracle cure to this knife, not near as much as that 112. And a brand new Buck 110, 2004 Buck 110 for 30 clams. 20 clams plus shipping and tax, but on the rim out the door for $30. And folks, I will give $30 for a brand new Buck 110 all day, 7 days a week, and twice on Sunday. I sure will. These knives right now, a brand new one. I know somebody found, who was it, Mike? Shout out to you, Mike. Was it Mike? Over at Making Cutlery Great Again. Somebody found them at their Walmart, had a Walmart, or was it Walmart or Tractor Supply? Somewhere they found the 110s on for like $35 now. Okay, that is fantastic. Still don't beat 30, but no. That is an awesome price. But typically, folks, right now, the going rate for a brand new Buck 110 is about $65. $65 to $64.99 up to $69.99, depending on where you buy it. So a $30 buck 110. Sign me up. I'm all in. And we love it. Nothing like a 110, unless it's a 112, which is just a bit better, in my opinion. I love the 10. I love the 10. I love the 12 just a little bit more. But trust me, love them both, and carry them both, and collect them both. So anyway, I talked 16 minutes, like I said, about knives that have been showed 3,427,000 times. So we're going to shut up about them. Just did want to show them. They are my two latest knives to the buck collection. Proud to have them. Hope you enjoyed the look at them. And we're going to let you go. Keep y'all's fingers crossed for me and Dwayne tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have some cool knives and some more content to show you guys in the upcoming future. Never know, we may go away empty-handed, but it's going to be fun. The adventure, the chase is worth it all. We're going to have a good time. We always do. We love you. God bless. And check us out tomorrow. I'm sure there'll be a before and after video for our gun and knife show. God bless. We're out.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch light. He'll tell their stories deep into the night. Reviews and torture tests, it's a sight to see. HG's